Why the hell did this movie not win the Oscar for its year 2006 or 7 or whatever it was? What won the show? What was the Departed? Dun dun dun.
Warning, warning, bullshit alert.
What won the Oscar that year? The Departed. I didn't know it either. I had to look it up because I honestly couldn't remember it. Not because I'm an idiot. It was just that forgettable. Had all the usual stars, the usual crowd, serving the usual interests, China, Hong Kong. Nothing creative about it. What is more culturally significant, I ask you? That piece of crap movie or this fucking awesome one? Huh? I mean, what has a more important artistic statement worth honoring? Huh? Yeah. Ooh, look, it's Tomorrowland. No, it's Galaxy's Edge. Mike Judge came up with the idea for this movie while at Disneyland, at the Teacup specifically. He saw two mamas going handbags at it. Full Walmart with the kids in strollers in the audience. And this was like summer of 2001, before the world lost some innocence. And he thought of the movie 2001, projecting into our own future. And he's like, what if, like, instead of the monolith and an ascended future, we had, well, descended. We had this. Idiocracy, a true masterpiece. And I'm not normally a fan of Mike Judge. I mean, I don't mind Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill and Office Space, but I don't watch them. Another show that Mike Judge kind of was on here and there. InfoWars, back in the day. But he took the side of Orange Man Bad in 2016. Actually compared Trump to his president in this movie, Mr. T. Fine. This president's fucking cool. And means well. So what's your point, Mr. Judge? You fucking idiot. It's funny. You say Idiocracy represents Trump a decade after the movie was made. So what was the source of all your humor, huh? What, nobody was being idiots then? We weren't making all these dumb decisions then? It all started with Trump? Mike, you went on InfoWars in 2013 and exposed all these problems pre-Trump. And I agree with pretty much everything. And you went on to agree with everything pretty much Trump's had to say. And what I say, you agree with me, but no. Yeah. Quote, Mike Judge, 2013. I don't ever want to be one of those people who uses his fame or notoriety from what I do in comedy to try to go into politics. I don't feel like I'm qualified. It kind of bugs me when people in Hollywood will use that, their audience they've gained through that, to try to put out a political message, and they have no idea what they're talking about. Really? Mike Judge is an idiot. Ironic. Our first idiot in the future world of Idiocracy is Mike Judge himself. It's Ironocracy. Hey, Luke Wilson, average Joe Farmer, Joe Bowers, how you doing? Luke here. His father was a PBS executive and was the first to bring Monty Python's Flying Circus to American TV. Oh, kick ass, yeah. And out of Dallas, Texas. Wilson. Seems like a cool guy. I got no dirt on him, except the dirt on himself. I got a quote from him here. From 2006, anyway. Around the time of this movie. I'm a little older and fatter now, and I'm not exercising as much. My lifestyle these days involves a lot of beer and pasta, good man. But there's something satisfying about letting your body go to hell. So maybe I won't get offered the same kind of role as before. So what? I'm happy to play the guy in his mid-30s who may be a little unhealthy. Fat and arrogant is what I'm bringing to the script. Kind of like me to the commentary. Oh, I've let myself go in this. I mean, I'm not bad, but I'm certainly not in peak performance shape as I've been over the years, and I'm enjoying it. I suppose I should talk about the movie, huh? Is there like Canadian Bob and Doug version of this movie? Imagine if Bob and Doug McKenzie got sent into the future. Oh wow. Oh, this douchebag. Interesting thing about this movie, it has no villain. It has obstacles and antagonists, yes, but it doesn't have a villain. The villain is within ourselves. We contribute to idiocracy. It's a very reflective concept. It's actually, as we go through this commentary, as much as I wanted to do this commentary on the fly, I did sit down to watch the movie first, and I was amazed at how actually esoteric this movie is. I never imagined. And, Mike Judge, he must be either initiated or intuitive. His politics may be a little bit on the foolish side presently, but he is a very wise and very astute observer. He may have a few mental blocks, but he's smarter than most. I mean, this movie is awesome. This movie should have won the Oscars. Welcome to the military complex. It's complex. No wonder the studio didn't want this movie to get out. It's too true. It'd never get an Oscar. It's way too true for its own good. And it's funny as hell. Yeah, the studio didn't want this movie out. They buried it because they said they were afraid it might offend big corp America. Oh, fuck you and that.
That was bullshit.
Yeah. They didn't market the movie. They just let it die. Contractually, they had to give it a theatrical release, but you see what the hell good contracts are. Yeah, they're good for nothing. Oh, they fulfilled their contract by giving it a very, 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 very limited release. They'd just rather lose their few $1 million on production and rather than have this movie offending their big corp buddies. Which, ironically, proves the point of the film. It's the very message of the movie. What contributes to the idiocracy. I mean, we might have average, but we cater to lower. Like Michael Bay movies and things, and Walmart. And by not allowing movies with thought out there, they are contributing to it. They prove the point of the movie. The studios, man. Idiocracy is where they're taking us faster and faster and faster. Unbelievable. Got it. Alright, we get the cool Montauk sleeper beds in the government olive drab military green facility. Oh, this is so much fun. Good sci-fi, good comedy. You don't need lengthy explanations of what's going on here. You get it. Government doing their shit. We're going to sleep for a year. Screw if things are going to go wrong. It's a lighthearted monster movie with no monster. Except ourselves. Pretty funny. Anyway, come on, let's get on these good drugs, man. Let's go to sleep and have at it. Fine. Oh, look on the wall. A11, Apollo 11. Fuck yeah.
The Human Hibernation Project was one of the Army's most ambitious experiments, and one of its most secretive.
Dun dun dun. Oh, yep. Here's the military complex. Yeah, doing what they do best. Upgrade. Charged with 420 crimes. Excellent. Fuddruckers. And how quickly things change. And the more they change, the more they stay the same, eh? Whoa. We are seeing the present timeline. I think Mike Judge was a few centuries ahead. Oh, dear lordy. Get your vaccine. Wear your mask. Ah. Ah. And we have Mount Sinai. Ha 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 ha. It's like the beginning of Indiana Jones. Oh, do. It's like Wally. It's so frighteningly true. Let's say you. I think I need another beer here. Oops. Down to the base we go. Hey, look, it's advertising of all the things you need to buy and all the. Here's the streaming services for you. Buy your Disney Plus. Yeah. Get all the products they're advertising, all the latest Xbox games. Breaking on through to the other side. Oh, my balls. Base of the chakra tree. Yeah. Oh, my ball. You know, we already have this equivalent on TV pretty much, don't we? And there's me vaping with my... I use a vaporizer. But I pretty much sit there in my chair, and that's me doing my thing there. Oh, in the background, I mean, yeah. Come out of your coffin. Get your ritual rebirth here. The base of Mount Sinai. Yeah, I'm going to do some more vaping or whatever, yeah. Except I don't have a faggy little blue blanket on or whatever he's using. Don't tell me to shut up. I'm recording my commentary here, man. Shut up. Look at that groovy TV screen. And you know what? It's frightening. People have that shit now. They did not in 2006. Get down to the base with you, motherfuckers. And the toilet and the lazy boy, man. I've wondered for decades why we don't have those. And toilets in car seats, too. Here we are at the base, all right. And we have we have entered the idiot world at the base of garbage. Oh, God, we need a special edition of this. With everyone digitally wearing masks. Mondo Bondo. Or Mondo. That's the super drink. Woo. Oh. This is me trying to tell people about Jeffrey Epstein kinds of folks like 10 years ago. I'm telling them about China. You know. It's coming for your culture. And what do you know, man? You're a conspiracy theorist. Some cannabis is bad for you. We have public health and vaccines and shit. God, it's public health services today, all right. This is circa. Actually, it was yesterday. This is circa 2000. I spent time in places like this when Zoe Feist fucked up my life in 1999. I'm sure it hasn't gotten any better. Slot machines. Yeah. Everybody get your vaccine. Get your vaccine. Bill Gates needs more money and less people. Oh, she's all drugged out on Ritalin and Prozac. She's got her antidepressants on. She can't think straight. These are the people frying up your pink slime for your McMeal. Have a healthy day. Wear your mask. Fluoride. Be sure to calcify your pineal gland. I used to like a lot. I used to drink a lot of Gatorade. Not anymore. Give me beer. Or coconut water or fizzy titty drinkers. Or maybe just plain water. Yeah, I got some of that too. In my bottle. You mean like out of the bong? No, out of the bottle here. Come here and get your flu shot. God. This is already here. Welcome to Ralph's. Welcome to Fred Meyer. Get your free flu shot. Get your papers, please. Oh, wait. Yeah. This doc is about as good as Dr. Falsey. Wear masks. No, don't wear masks. Doesn't Dr. Falsey sound like Krusty the Clown? Wear your mask. No, don't wear your mask. Wear your mask. No, don't wear your mask. Fuck it. I'm just going to drink the green shit and like it. Yeah, notice, and time stands still. Dun, dun, dun. Notice the date. Oh, hey, my man. All right. Now we got to the real doctor. I'm here for my medical marijuana license. All right. Here you go, my man. Kick ass. Yeah. When I got my first medical marijuana license in September 10th, 2011, the guy up in Seattle reminded me of Donnie from The Big Lebowski. Looked like him, sounded like him, talked like him, and he's giving me a weed license. A license to be happy. Thank you, Donnie. Yeah, that's like really cool. That's like the best medicine, man. 0 people in history have died from cannabis. Cheech and Chong and Willie Nelson are still with us, but tens of thousands a year die from all that shit they sell you on TV. Ooh, yeah. That's what the doctor ordered. Dr. Genie. I love 1818. The moment of dawning comprehension, of higher awareness when he sees the date. You notice the date, 3-3. It's Seattle. When you drive into Seattle, there's this network of freeways. And for a long time, like for many years, they had this unfinished bridge that just drove off into nowhere just like that. My brother and I going into Seattle as kids in the backseat with my parents were like, that's the road for the idiots, right? That's the idiot road. Nah, it's for real. Mike Judge, you must have been to Seattle or something. He doesn't have a number. He doesn't have a vaccine. He doesn't have a mask. Everyone freak out because you've been told to. Start dancing around like a fag. Oh, I'm gonna get my fag 80s quota out through this movie, man. Fag. Fag you. God, this is how I felt when I came back from Hollywood 10 years ago. I came back from more than a war. The world had really changed. I Ripley Van Winkle, man. And we're back at film school. You know, this is what it's already like, folks. This is what it's already like. before I even started film school, one of my friends who had already graduated, who went on to graduate to Zoe-Fi standards of Idiocracy, said, "Oh, it'll be student film. It'll be 15 minutes of staring at someone's junk." And now that's what we got, isn't it? Holy shit. That's how Hollywood thinks. You don't need to wait 500 years. Oh! Gotta be ready. I think we should do that, though. I think that would be an improvement. If not just in, like, drive-through window protection, giving people... I think cops should have taser guns so they stun people, set phasers to stun. And when we need riot control, instead of riot gas that gets people sick, we just take that confiscated marijuana from the Mexican border and get everyone high, and then they just all go to sleep, and then we just send in the scoops from Soylent Green and send them up to Seattle with the Mickey mulching machine. Seattle, the first city in the country, or the world, smart city to have a human processor, like George Carlin said. We're going to recycle. Let's get serious. We need that phosphorus for farming. Let's plow these motherfuckers up. Oh, the cops are on him. He wasn't wearing a mask and he didn't get a vaccine. Gotta go get him. Ooh, orange man bad. Orange suit bad. Ooh. The cage to be escaped. Just like the pod in the beginning, just like the Matrix, the Idiocracy. Oh, we're going to commensurate this here trial. Yeah. Boy, it was how Orange Man felt, didn't he, with the mini trials? Don't we have one going on right now? It's about what it's like, isn't it? Hey, synchronicity, or no, not synchronicity, coincidentally, or no, coincidentally, something in the Idiocracy. Yeah, what I said. Let's go, commence with the Trump trial. Whoo! This is CNN. So you got like all this evidence and like Trump is guilty. Orange Man's not guilty, right? Do I really need to do commentary for this movie? No, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Well, I should have said that like 23 minutes ago. Oh well, I got all these like ideas and stuff for this here like commentary. And I can't play stoned, because for all the dope I smoke, I'm not stoned, because I'm like an alien in disguise here to help your human race. And so few of you listen to me, because you're already past the point of idiocracy, and you're all such idiots, you don't see it. That got frighteningly real, didn't it? I need to smoke some more. Can I smoke in court, Your Honor, Judge Man? Mr. Owl? Or no, not owl. I mean owl. The owl. Owl. No, fuck it. I like how everyone's wearing Weird Al colors, though. I'd go for that. I feel so sorry for you, Luke Skywalker, man. This is me telling everyone from Zoe Feist to friends about, like, Epstein and China and Trump and, like, Pizza Man. Speaking of Pizza Man, can we get... Oh, he's going to want to get a Pizza Man. She doesn't want a piece of man, but he wants a piece of woo, a wee-woo man. Oh. I like how she adapts to the street better than he did, because where she came from we've devolved. At least they still got taste in women. They're not going after the Walmartian booty. Yeah. People are just that dumb, and she knows how to take advantage of it. Everyone's going to be stupid. Oh, I know people are going to say it's Trump. No, that's more like Hillary, personally. Boy, did our economy go to shit all of a sudden. Oh, I got him at... Why is it leaking oil? What goes in there besides my arm? What is this machine? That all the tattoo ink, or is that some blood as well? It's like, oh God, you know what, man? Just give it up. You're like dealing with Microsoft tech support. I'm sorry, micro shit. Or Comcast, or any of those big box techies. Jesus. I feel for you. I feel for you. You're the generic creator wrestler. Ready Player One. A winner is you. Practice your social distancing. Jesus Christ. You know, Trump didn't want to wear the mask. He didn't, and people criticized him for it, but where do you think that's going to get us? And this is me trying, thinking, listening to the news or whatever, and just thinking about things logically, which no one else seems capable of doing anymore. Look, folks, if your underwear doesn't stop a fart, the mask ain't stopping an airborne virus. You have eyes and ears and other orifices. The plastic shields don't do you any good either. This is mind control, and so many idiots just go along with it. You may as well be in chains. Those masks are the first step towards it. There ain't no virus worth... It's just the flu. They rebranded the flu like they rebranded the Taliban to Al-Qaeda to ISIS. Still all the CIA. That's what the base stood for. It's like in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The only thing wrong with the air is you people farting around. Speaking of farting around, man, you don't want to lose to earthquake out there. You don't want to be pinned 1, 2, 3 in that ring. Oh, no. A piece of you'll be left there. You'll never leave it. Everyone's so fat and out of shape. This is Wall-E. Before Wall-E. Yeah. I like how he thinks here, and even the simplest thinking, what happens? He opens doors of perception. He escapes prisons, just like he escaped the cage and the coffin earlier. It's Plato's Cave, by any other name. Pretty ingenious, Mr. Judge. Pretty cool, I must say. Yeah. You have to stay... No. No. And if you think about the way they're dealing with the news with people, BLM riots are a myth, and suddenly we all have to heal and have unity while we're persecuting and blacklisting 75 million of you and having an impeachment trial for your hero. Yeah, there's some healing and unity. Yeah, you're dealing with idiocracy. You have to speak their language and just use it against them. Big Lego blocks in the street. This is very Terry Gilliam-ish, isn't it? This is very Brazil. Very cool. This would make a great double feature. Terry Gilliam's Brazil and Mike Judge's Idiocracy. Oh, the other coffin with the cookie! Yeah, I didn't notice that before. Cool. Repeat viewings bring extra insights. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm baiting. As in masturbating. The subtitles give it different context. I thought he said vaping. Because, that's understandable. Yeah, I'm just geeking out on the architecture here. It's very Gilliam. I love the lamps on the pipes, It's actually very Mario World. Maybe Terry Gilliam or Mike Judge would be the one to direct a Super Mario Brothers movie. They'd probably they'd do a pretty cool job with it. Oh, boy. This is me talking about the Montauk Project. Project Looking Glass, my thesis, movie commentary 88, Calypso, Tesla, Trump, the Illuminated Pyramid, all this over the last decade, and this, my friends. Yeah. I'm so happy I could fart, but I can't. I can't even decide if I want to fart or not. I'm so happy that people listen to me all these years. Fucking idiots, but what should I expect? We'll vote them out next time. We'll tell them not to be communists no more. We'll tell them to give us our guns back. Okay. Yeah. What is wrong with people anymore? Why can't they think? Too much fluoride in the water. Too much fluoride in the Prozac. Too many SSRIs. Too many GMOs, too many chemtrails. Yeah, that stuff adds up in your system. And then just the sheer amount of propaganda people consume on a daily basis. Good old-fashioned brainwashing. It reminds me of some role-playing game sessions I've had before. People thinking adolescently. Okay, coming up here at 33 minutes precisely, I believe, we will have ourselves the Scarlet Woman. Hello. Seductress and Savior. That wasn't precisely 33 minutes. I was off by several seconds. My eyes are blurry enough. And what are you talking about a counter? I'm looking at some nice tits with a Carl's Jr. superhero star. Iron Man, eat your heart out. No pun intended. Seriously. Just rolling off my tongue. My drooling tongue. Blah, blah, blah. She's sexy, man. You got a nice rack. Meow. How much upgrade? Oh, look at the smoke. Fifth Element. Heavy metal we got going on. Oh. There's a smoke. Ooh. They built a hell of a world here for a mere 83-minute comedy, didn't they? It was really good stuff. What I'm smoking, too. I should have reversed that. Oh, well. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. We're in the land of Idiocracy. It's Wonderland for a modern audience. This is like Alice in Wonderland, isn't it? Isn't Idiocracy the Alice in Wonderland story, really? Everything here is nonsense. And then she finally has to learn to play by their rules, and that's how she, in a way, gets out of there. Well... why don't you wear a wristband, dude? Pull over. I'm not sure if I want to pull over. Ah, ha, ha. Play with him. No, they're still thinking too much. You got to dumb yourself down and talk to these people. Because it's a smart car. And you're on the grid. Fucking AI. And their self-driving cars and big tech and the fucking New World Order. You really think they're going to let you get away with shit like that? Oh! This is CNN. This is CNN. And Fox, I don't know all the rest of them. And this is BLM. And Andy and Zoe Feist and the rest of them. Whoo! It's Seattle! That's probably based more on that looks like the arena in Los Angeles. Jessica and I would drive through it often enough going to Disneyland, but Seattle had that same sort of mess of freeway, and that's where the Idiots freeway was, just a cliff for years. It's like crosses on the hill with Jesus. All these unfinished supports of freeways never built. Wow. Costco. You know, it wasn't as big at the time, but Amazon it should be Amazon. Give me more in the special edition where everyone's wearing masks. Can we have Amazon instead of Costco there, or IKEA? God, forbid. Frightened yet?
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco.
Frightening, isn't it? I will confess, we still get some supplies from Costco. Very minimal, but still some. Phasing that out. I like how our divine masculine and feminine are red and white checkered. White top, red pants, red top, white skirt, basically. They're alchemical, and they'll end up married, right? Yeah. I like how we have the red couch district for Starbucks. There's its own monorail coming in, bringing the shoppers directly. A demented Disneyland. Hey, it looks like Star Wars. It's not Starbucks, it's Star Wars looking Costco. Pretty cool. Oh no, I'm devolving by watching this. Ah! Oh. I'm evolving watching her ass. Nice ass. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. You've been detected. Your fart does not have the latest vaccine in it. Our smellerizers have smelled you out. Here comes our poop patrol. Here comes the po-po. Whoa, whoa. Wee, wee. Woo, woo. Knock, knock. So, let's go get the time machine. Anyone ever want to call my bluff and see if my time machine's not parked in the back of Costco or something? Because I'm not bluffing. But I may as well be trying to talk to, well, whether the screen's on or off, it doesn't matter. When it's off, it's a dark, reflective obsidian mirror. Is there another kind of mirror than a reflective one? Yeah, there's broken ones. Well, her street smarts, being a hooker, helps save the world. I think that's great. That is genius. I mean, hey, even Jesus washed the feet of the whore, right? So don't underestimate them. They might just done save the world. Be careful what you call them. These little robo-cars. This is so Terry Gilliam. And here we are at the White House. So, hey, this was fine. The president here is not a bad guy. White House needs a little work, but could be worse. I've seen worse in my own time. Carl's Jr. actually makes good food. I don't eat burgers anymore, but they make good food. Secretary of the Interior. In other words, farming. He's average Joe Farmer. Joe Bauer. Bauer is the German word for farmer. See, I can read IMDb trivia too, and pull one or two useful things out of its sphincter. Look at this. Politicians making money, and they're all personified as children. And this is supposed to have begun with Trump? Mr. Judge, you're racking up Idiocracy points as we proceed. Your movie was released before Trump, if I can do some basic arithmetic. So where did these jokes come from? A little reflection, a little Mount Sinai might serve you well, Mr. Judge. You shouldn't judge others. You ought to change your name. It's politically offensive. Hey, he's doing the Luke Skywalker move with the gun. That was Luke's move. Here, don't take it. Oh, the Prez! Yeah! Yeah! A former pro wrestler. Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer. My first and last WrestleMania is 5 and 23. And that is a good thing that the president's a pro wrestler. President Camacho! Woo, yeah, is cool. Doing the right thing, just like Trump. SmackDown champion Dwayne, okay, clearly The Rock, but he backed Joe Biden, so fuck him. This is Trump. You want to say this is Trump? Fine, I like him because he's cool. The House of Representing. This is a little more like Ocasio-Cortez, isn't it? The Squad and shit like that. If anything is true to Trump times, the positive is on the Trump side of the mirror, but reflect on the dark side there. Fag! I was coming out old James Brown, Apollo Creed, yeah! Tell me this isn't Obama strutting around. Come on, and I would forgive that if he wasn't a commie and a traitor and all that, but yeah. No, and don't even get your hopes up of this being The Rock one day. He already sold out, man. Shit. Just like in Survivor Series 98. Highest paid actor in Hollywood. You don't get there without being corrupt. Poof. Shit. And what's the problem? It's the liberals. And this is Trump. Black Trump. Cool. If Trump was gangsta, this would be Trump. Mr. Mac Judge, man, you were wrong about the future in one major way. At least it's the USA in charge in the future and not China. If not sure, woke up in the future of our world in the Chinese Empire, they wouldn't let his intelligence see the light of day. They'd Area 51 his ass in no time. Use water to grow plants in a secret location for themselves, but keep everyone else all dust bowl. But Black Trump here, he's oh no, we ain't going down with that shit. We don't give our hero a chance to do what shit is right. You can tell how white I am. I can't do black to save my life. If there were, I mean that with all due respect. I grew up with James Brown. I grew up with Chuck Berry. I grew up with Little Richard. I grew up with Johnny Mathis for Christmas. I grew up with Steve Martin in The Jerk trying to get the rhythm. Anyway, if this was, I said in the beginning of the movie, there's no villain in this movie. It's ourselves. If this was a conventional movie, the president or someone in the cabinet would be a villain trying to stop not sure. They'd be not sure about not sure. Look at all the black and white people out there in the crowd and the grid. We have no villain in this movie. No one directly opposing our hero, which is awesome. Forces us to find a villain, and that's, of course, with any reflection, that villain is obviously ourselves. Fucking Apollo Creed for president, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. What's wrong with that, Mike Judge? Trump's fucking best we've had in my lifetime. At least. Woohoo! Beer time. Fuck yeah! And these guys aren't villains. In a conventional movie, they would be villains. You know, it's BLM. No, we don't even have them here. We have Americans. America survived. With Carl's Jr. and Gatorade. Fuck yeah. Maybe I'll go back to eating cheeseburgers to save the world. Sorry, cows. Nah, that's a personal thing. But they do smell good. They sound good, smell good, taste good in my brain, in my dreams. It smells almost as good as my ass. I thought I had a fart there. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. Whoa, did he just say Trump dilliumptious, Mr. Wonka Man? Or, oh, trepidatious. Be trepidatious around my sphincter. It'll leak on you. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm watching Idiocracy. What are you doing? You're not making much sense, fag. I haven't got in my fag quotas. Fag. Yeah, I ought to do it for a few minutes. I never get my bong clean here. God, your little nasty particles keep breaking off. Why don't I pause the recording? Why don't you do your own recording? Fag. You stood right there for that one. Fag. Oh, my brain. Actually, this movie's quite easy on my brain. It gives me comfort to know there's smart people out there that turn out not to be so smart. So even if I fuck up, I'm still no worse off. Yeah. I'm a genuine psychic in a world with incredibly low expectations. This could be a lot of fun. Maybe I'm looking at this all wrong, huh? I mean, if Joe, average farmer, not sure here, can do it, imagine what... Well, he is kind of like the Gray Jedi, isn't he? Yeah. A real Jedi might fuck it up. So let's not fuck it up. Let's just keep fucking around. I'm not fucking up, I'm fucking around. See, there's a difference. If you're fucking around, you're not fucking up. Unless there's something really urgent. Like fucking her tits. Nice cleavage. Little Scarlet there. Is that Ron Jeremy? Sure looks like him. No, not Mr. Smoky Man here, but I'll take a hit off of that. That dude, and then the Secretary of whatever. Welcome, G.I. Joe never made a line of toys for this. I want that urban assault vehicle. People today using GMOs and all these chemicals and chemtrails and crap. Yeah. And for all the people drinking fluoride in the water, you know why the crops don't grow with the Mondo? It's the same reason your brains don't grow with the fluoride. With the Mondo amounts of fluoride in there from the cradle. 2/3 of the municipalities in the United States fluoridate the water to this day. Fluoride don't help your teeth if you're ingesting it. How do you control dosage? It's all...
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
Alright. It's all Idiocracy. Oh, they should make an Idiocracy version of the bullshit button. So, but of course they couldn't market this movie because the studios killed it. I wonder why. We're going to offend all the big box people. If they were offended, they would have filed lawsuit. Carl's Jr. didn't seem to mind, and God bless him for it. They make good burgers. Not in L.A. anymore. I can't say that about In-N-Out Burgers. I can't do a Donnie for that one. I can say that Carl's Jr. is good burgers. He's over the Horace line. He knows more than they do. Here's a rabbit hole for you. Looks like a map I get from my gamers sometimes. I've literally seen them try and graph paper dungeon map and come up with that squiggly line thing. It's hilarious. I don't really understand mathematics as they're explained to you. Yeah. What she's saying. No, the pimple finder. My cousin was a whore for a while. She ran away at age 16. She was a few years older than me. This is in the 80s. Then I had a cousin on a different side of the family. It was a Vegas stripper. Then I went to Hollywood. And one of my other cousins went to work for Disney in Florida. Oh, what a nasty world. I like these very late-run, no longer quality G.I. Joe Cobra action figure-looking Secret Service dudes. Or right out of Mario World. They can... Well, they got down there quick. Jump cut. Now, I love green Gatorade. Lemon lime. It's not that good for you. Oh, it's got electrolytes, but it's, other things do too, like bananas. Coconut water. Loch Ness Monster titty juice. Oh, yeah, and when you feed the livestock this shit, that's what happens. Big pharma and fast food and all this crap. Try and market an alternative medicine. You get cancel cultured for that. GMOs are healthy. Local markets are terrorists. SSRI pills are good. Cannabis is bad. Cannabis used to be in everything. And now it's not in anything. It's got what plants crave. No, cannabis used to be in everything till it was made illegal in the 30s. But for thousands of years, hemp was in everything, including the grass the cattle ate. It was a natural part of our own biological ecosystem. When we removed cannabis, we've had 5 generations, 6 generations now of deterioration without this vital element. I've been restoring my DNA for the last 10 years, 11 years, and it's fucking God blessed awesome. Fountain of youth, baby. Hey, why don't we all take off our masks and see what happens? I'll wager nothing. But masks are what plants crave. And Dr. Fauci's got electrolytes. And your vote counts. Actually, it does. This time. Oh, you know Trump is the real president. It counts. I'm a time traveler. Don't underestimate me. I mean, for real. Not the Costco version. I got the real deal. Anyway. So yeah, we just apply logic. We take off the masks. We breathe oxygen, get sunlight, a little zinc, and, exercise and get some cannabis in your diet if you can, and if it's all nice and legal and you can afford it and have the time to sit around and let it do its work. It's like growing crops. You got to refarm your body. You got to sow some canna crops throughout your midichlorians and all. How'd the world ever get like this? I know how you feel there, Mr. Not Sure. It's a weird feeling being smarter than everyone. Indeed. It's kind of frightening and depressing and relieving at the same time because I don't have to give a shit. This is why wise old wizards live at the edge of town or on a mountain and don't have much to do with the local populace. Wise old farts sit along the river and fish, and they only go into town like once a year for a few supplies, and when they do, they scare everyone out of there. The ghost from the mountain cabin has come down for his yearly supply, his seasonal supplies. What do you think those are? I like how they've prettied her up over the movie. They've done the Adrian from Rocky or the Arthur from Borman's Excalibur. They've really done a good job of turning her from street urchin to night walk, red couch district whore to, really beautiful. I don't know the actress's other work so much. I don't know her normal look, but very versatile, very good. Everyone here turns in great performances. From the Scarlet Woman to Not Sure to President Camacho Man. Ooh yeah. Camacho Man Trump. Oh, hello, Antifa. Antifa's outside the White House. After Trump got us out of the New World Order climate deals and other environmental bullshit with sound logic and real science, this is the crap we've got every day for years and counting. This sorta.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
It's the military complex of the markets and blah, blah, blah. Trump had 2 scoops of ice cream. He said he was in Hollywood and said grab him by the pussy, and that's offensive to people in Hollywood who are paragons of virtue and give us incredible examples of heroism and art and the benefit of the world. This is CNN. And Fox. Disney owns it now, why not? And did you know that Trump says coyotes are carrying children over the border? How? Strapped to their furry backs? Oh, yeah, on. Do I need to go on? Well, I do need to, but I also need to reload my bong, so hang on while I go on. Mr. Schlong talks to Mrs. I can go along. I'd hope. Oh, look. It's Maxine Waters. If you see Trump supporter at a gas station, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Healing in unity, healing in unity.
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
Oh, dear. Trump has to prove his innocence, but we're not going to allow witnesses on his side. Or evidence. And we're going to vote behind closed doors. Russia, Russia, Russia. And don't forget Ukraine. And don't forget, he's guilty. Because Chris Cuomo said so. And pedophile Rob Reiner hates him. So he must be guilty. Follow the orange rabbit. Trump is guilty because The Rock likes Joe Biden's hairy legs. That's proof enough. And I bet you if we got him on the scales, Trump would weigh the same as a duck. Does Trump float in water? Well, he's out at Mar-a-Lago. Let's throw him in the sea and see what happens. And that was the worst Terry Jones in the universe, and I will hang my head in shame now. Right in her bosoms. Dude, I feel you. I tell people, I am doing that all the time. Very few people listen. Facing her bazooms all the time. Hey, that is an art. Even if you're naive to it, it's you don't know that. But, hey, he's got the Homer Simpson rock attached to him. The Stonecutter's Rock of Shame. Maybe the Masons will give me that. I keep challenging them on all their compliance with the communism and crap. Down to the base thinking you go, into the gladiatorial arena of megamorphic doom. That's a rendition of The Changeling by The Doors of Perception. You know, the Doors breaking on through to the other side. The Changeling. The crucible of alchemy. The arena. Ascending to higher consciousness. From the base of the chakra tree up to the top. Dun dun dun, let's get it on. I did my dun 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 too early, but I didn't really fully dun 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 do it, so I did not dun dun didn't do it. Ooh, she has got some nice fucking tits. Jesus, she looks awesome in that, doesn't she? She's fucking glowing. They got special lights and cream on her or something. Despite all the sponsorship on that thing, it's still sexy cute. It's not like execute, like in an evil, murderous way. It's sexy cute. You know what thought must be done then. Like cattle, he's led as a cattle gate. And moo, moo. Orange man bad. Meet our rehabilitation officers for tonight.
Please welcome Billy Mwamba and the Dildozer!
And his tag team partner, Hans the Nazi Crusher in the Disco Panzer, Disco Panzer, yeah! Time for Das Blitzkrieg, yeah! And you get this. Oh, I'm going to enjoy. He needs a little horn that goes. They put that in a special edition too. Let's impeach Trump again as a private citizen. And you know, if we can impeach past presidents, why not start with Barry Soetoro? Yeah. Yeah, fuck it, let's just start with Bonger. Woo. A rose by any other name. Wally totally plagiarized this movie, didn't they? Fucking judge should sue the mouse. Yeah, good luck with that. You're in a Johnny cab. Oh, shit. It's a nightmare. You're in a Mario cab. Cool. We need Mario Kart to come in here and fight the Dildozer and the Disco Panzer. Oh, you need Buzzsaw and Dynamo from Running Man in these fucking things to get the same actors back. There should be a TV show of this shit. The Big Ass Dozer. But you're not... Too big. The Disco Panzer, you're not. The Disco Panzer would get through that fucking wall, and you can't do it. Size isn't everything. It's how you use your Panzer, right? You gotta take your Panzers off and properly use your Panzer. There's a joke in there somewhere. Laugh or I'll run your ass over. Ooh, yeah. some technological shit. See, he was right. Matt deMille done told you about pedophiles 10 years ago in all Hollywood. He done told you about chemtrails and HARP and Trump and Montauk and everything else so in advance, you know. But here's what Zoe Fies did to me. Not that I'm bitter about it or not. I'm just living in a dystopian future and kind of sucks. But at least weed is legal. God bless most pleasant president, Randy Camacho Trump, president man. Yeah. See, we got actual, like, green is good for you. He's like, I don't see no craps, 'cause you didn't look. You're supposed to actually look. Like over the years, and I send links to people, you know, they're supposed to actually look at them to the end, or listen to them to the end. If I send them to you, there's a point. Oh, there's a point. Kaboomy. Boing. Boingy, boingy, boingy. Not sure. Yeah. Oh, did I actually belch for the first time in my life there? Yeah, Jesus is back for another round. All right. With a flamethrower. I'd go for that. Yeah. Like a Nintendo game, he's gonna hide behind the one rock out there in the middle of the field. Look at all those big red buttons! That almost look exactly like what I got here. It just needs to have some white text on top of it. But it's a big red button with a gray plastic base. I like money. Come on, Jesus. Smoke 'em. Let's go for it, J-Man. Oh! Demented Jesus on the running man. Cool. Notice what's going to happen here. Just all funniness aside, he's going to ascend Sinai. He's going to ascend mountain. Just like at the beginning, the mountain of garbage, he came to the base. Now he's going to ascend a mountain of garbage. And the new Garden of Eden. What the hell are you really up to, Mike Judge? Let's go in there. Infowars.com. Don't tell me I do a good Beavis and Butthead impression, because that would actually be kind of a backhanded compliment. It's intellectually easy to do. So many tones are, it's just a matter of inflection. There's not many syllabilities put into it, like, you know. See, he's just like ascending the mountain of trash, man. He's gonna like elevate him above the existence of trash, man. He's the trash man.
Warning, bullshit alert.
That'd be funny if she hit the wrong button. Now that's what they're saying. They're like, ah. And I'm like, I know how you feel, my man. I've been trying to talk to people so long, but they don't listen. No, they ascended their mountain of trash, and an illuminated mountain of trash. And yes, Trump, yes, they do want to blow up the one orange person trying to help him. Yep. They say Biden won. That's all that matters. Blah, 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 blah. And that's like, oh, he's ascending. And they're like, oh.
That was bullshit.
He's ascending over hell. Base thinking. 2 of 3 eyes wide shut. Can't you guys appreciate the value in plants? It leads to herbal tea, which they serve at Starbucks, and even oil ointment of supreme magic massage. Oh, cannabis sex ointments are a good thing. Oh, look, the happy accident. Woo! She should have put her tits on camera. Everyone would have got her attention then. There's no villain here. These people mean well. They're kind of stupid. I think it's how I think this is the best reflection of humanity ever on film, really. I think most human beings actually mean well. They're just stupid. I mean, even Jesus said, "Forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do," right? Or someone biblical said that. Since I don't know who, I'll just default it to Jesus. Err on the side of Jesus, huh? It's a pretty safe bet, depending on what part of the world I'm in. All right, Camacho man. I'm granting this guy a full-ass pardon. Yeah, woo! See, President Camacho Trump is cool. So you can go ahead and blame this movie on Trump all you want, Mike Judge. I think you're a fucking idiot. But a very talented one. You're the fool welcome at the White House. Yeah. Alright. Man, in a mere 83 minutes, this movie will introduce a whole world, cool concepts, colorful and memorable characters, exciting action sequences, setups, payoffs, laughs, science fiction, thought-provoking art to take back into your own life. Never bored you. Kept you guessing. And what the hell, Hollywood? What's your problem? It's these idiots made you look like bigger idiots. And this movie you didn't promote, this should have got the frickin' Oscar. You know? Sheesh, manisha, shufufa, doofa, loofa, oompa loompa, loompa loompa. Yeah. Get your ass up here. I have his gold medallion matches his shirt. It's layer upon layer of awesomeness. You know, I loved it when Trump was starting to use profanity in his campaign speeches years ago, and I loved it when he walked in front of the Queen. That's American. I'd vote for President Camacho here. He's cool. It's an important moment here. What he said, you have to solve them for yourselves. Very important. You all gotta climb your own mountain. seek your own illumination, find your own self-mastery. Or it's not self-mastery, it's someone else mastering you. No, that's not Ron Jeremy. He's too young. But it looks like, I'm sure he's meant to look like him. Georgia's in Florida, dumbass. And ambulances. It's a running joke in my family going back to the emergency days of my father and brother, but bambulance. The things you have to deal with on 911 calls. Anyway, the message is, be your own master. That's what he's saying. And, hallelujah, glory, Georgie, shine, yeah, woo. God bless America and all that stuff. The time machine, the machine. Hey, look, it's Trump at Disney World. You know, with Hillary's mask, her face that they had ready. We have to end this at Disneyland because that's where it began with Mike Judge's inspiration, right? How appropriate it did come true, Mr. Mike Judge. The Charlie Chaplin Hitler. That's about how correct Disney's got it. And all the other informative news sources.
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
Dude, you're talking to a liberal, my man. It's like if you let in Sharia law, how long you think your LGBTQ rights are gonna last? Your Chewy Wookiee rights. Yeah, you knew about that, didn't you? The Antifa. La. She shines up nice. She got a Melania look going on, doesn't she? I love his shirt. And that's that. I don't like the suits and ties politicians wear. It's so stiff and informal. I wish Trump had been up there in his golf polo shirts and shit. Actually, I look at this and think about it a bit. Yeah. My God, it is a Trump speech. No, it's not MAGA. It's Mega MAGA. It's, hey, Hollywood. Ha-ha! Three Stooges, Mickey Mutant. Make America great again. Yeah! Fuck yeah. The divine masculine and feminine come together. A new garden is born. The meek kind of inherited the earth, and maybe Trump didn't save the world, but he got the ball rolling. Oh, she looks, all the more Melania in those boots, doesn't she? And they called Melania a whore. Best first lady ever. Idiocracy. Should have got the Oz curse, but that's why it's the Oz Curse Awards. They should call them the Idioz Curse Awards. Ha ha. Well, here's what in honor of Idiocracy, politics aside, you spoke so much truth, Mike Judge. Here's what I think of the Oscar Awards.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
Aha. Now, this is a classic movie. This is right up there with Christmas Vacation, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Monty Python and the Life of Brian, Monty Python, period, George Carlin, period. This is something I'd be proud to show to the aliens and warn them to stay the fuck away from our planet. Since I've got a few minutes of credits, I'm just gonna bitch. I gotta take a piss, and I don't want to break this streak of... I mean, seriously, aside of the mask idiocracy, how about all the people that hate Trump for 2 scoops of ice cream? Forget all about what happened last week. How about Hillary's emails? How about Haiti Relief Fund? On and on it goes. They just blank out the past. They don't even want to know about it. They know the news lies to them. They'll say that. They applaud in a movie when a reporter gets punched out. But then they'll just turn off the movie and watch the news and believe who to hate, whose shop to burn down. At least in this world of idiocracy, people are peaceful. We have the dangerous witch-hunting lynch mobs. We have the Nazi brown shirts active in our time. That's frightening. No wonder I smoke and drink so much. And I don't know, between doing commentaries for Iron Man and Idiocracy, a couple of eyes there, and they both focus on cheeseburgers. Oh, I might have to break. Well, not to talk myself into it, but the oath was based on beginning a ritual at the Masonic Lodge with an ark that I built and started the whole thing, and since they shut everything down and I reclaimed the ark the other day and it's gathering dust downstairs, not sure where the oath holds, but I feel sorry for the cows, so I'm still just going to eat more cheese. And cut more cheese. Oh, more beer and cheese will definitely lead to Wonka levels of brown slippery squeeze out my sphincter. Ooh-wee-wee. Oh, I was supposed to be talking about things that piss me off, but I'm so wonderfully buzzed. I'm just going to take this opportunity to sing drunken Spanish love song. I don't know. So it's over. That this movie rings so true is all the more proof that I do not adhere to any of the standards of this world anymore. None of its institutions have any real value. They're all contradictory. They're all hypocrites. I have hope for the future, though, because deep down I'm a good guy. But we sure have a long way to go, don't we? Well, you do. That's why the aliens are not landing. We really don't want to be around you crazy people. Not too much, anyway. Alright, well, that's my commentary on Idiocracy. Not that it needed it. The movie does speak for itself, but that sure was fun. And now I need to get to the bathroom. But first, we got the cookie. And you know what? I haven't watched the cookie yet. I saved this. I don't know what's coming. I just saw 2 seconds of it, and I'm like, okay. It's the pimp. Daddy Jerome upgrade has upgraded to the future. I'm gonna bitch better have my money. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Take it from Fly Guy. Bitch better have my money. You go for it, upgrade. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Santa. You tag with Hans and we'll find your home. He blends right in.